Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? It's an exciting time here for me. I'm so excited to be with you guys. And I'm so thankful that Shanna invited me to come on here and create something great with you guys. So when you pop on, say hi. If you're new, welcome. I encourage all of you to sprinkle, and I'm so happy that you guys are with me. So let's get started. The first thing I wanted to do was show you guys how I'm going to make my poison apple. So this is how I've got it started so far. So I have a green one that I'm just going to demonstrate for you so that you guys will know this is how I did it. So you just take out the little stem, and in my little mixture here is equal parts is what I did of black acrylic paint and Mod Podge. And then I just use a thick dowel or a paintbrush to make my hole for my stick. And then I stick the stick down in there like that. And then you just dip it around in the paint mixture and then just let it air dry. So that's how I got the black on my poison apples. Hello Wendy, thank goodness for you. You were amazing. We were watching while we were getting stuff ready. Let's see, a whole bunch of you. Hello Melissa. Hi everybody. Hi Stephanie. Okay, so I have another apple too, because I'm going to show you how I added the little goodies that we're to make it look poison. So I just took a little bit of hot glue, sort of around the stem. I kind of went down the sides a little bit because we want to make it look gross, for lack of a better term. And then I just took, where's those pebbles at? Some little stones and just sprinkled them around and all that stuff. It doesn't matter what color they are because we're going to be painting them up anyway, so it's all fine. And I just did that to create some bubbling effect on it so that when we crust it up, it looks awesome. So just like this. I'm just using some leftovers so you can tell that there's some that has color in them, some that doesn't, but you're not going to be able to see those. All right, so I'm going to set this one to the side. That's how I started the poison apples. Let's go ahead and start on our potion bottle. So our potion bottle, let me wipe up this extra paint here. I did spray paint some of it, a little bit of flat black, the Krylon flat black up here on the stem, and then a little bit at the bottom. You guys with me so far? All right, so now I'm going to add a little bit of water. And then we're going to add a little bit of paint. I might be able to just squirt that down in there. So I'm going to squirt in some more paint. And then I'm going to use this thing again. And I'm going to add some red glitter. Now I only watched this once, so I'm hoping that it works out. I guess we're going to find out, right? We're going to find out together. Okay, I'm going to set that to the side. Then what you want to do is you want to take one of the little bamboo skewers from Dollar Tree and you just start fraying out some cotton just till it's really fine, and then you start poking it down in the hole. And just keep poking it down in there over and over. until we get a good consistency in there. I think this is going to make it look really awesome. The one I seen done was really pretty, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You guys having fun watching everybody today? I got, there's a lot of good people in here. It's hard trying to keep up with all them. They're so good. Keep poking. Get them down in there on that good stuff. That's what we want. Can you guys see that good enough? Kind of see where the cotton's going? I probably could have had this part done, but maybe nobody has seen it done this way. So just want to make sure that you guys see everything that I do. And it should be interesting since I only have an hour. How am I going to add all my details in an hour? Guess I better figure it out, huh? Keep shredding them. Oh, I see Brenda. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Lori. I see all you guys. Okay, so let me make sure that this all gets down in there. It is. So now we're going to add a little bit more water. Go ahead and add some more red glitter. And then I'm going to put a little bit, ooh, I almost lost my apple. I'm going to put a little bit of black in there just for some contrast. See if we can get that to swirl around. And then I have one that's called Onyx from, it's from Walmart. I got to spit it out. A little bit of that in there, and then a little bit more paint. Take that out, and then a little bit more red paint. And I'm using the Indoor Outdoor Gloss Real Red from Apple Barrel, Walmart. I see all the hearts. Thank you guys. Put a little bit more of that in there. And then I have a little bit of this. I don't think I'll add that one since we already have the red glitter in there. And then we just poke some more cotton down in there. And you just keep going until you're about, you don't want to be completely up to the neck of the bottle where you put the cap back on, but close enough. Close enough. Let me turn it my way so I can see how close I'm getting. And I'll turn it back to you guys so you guys can see all the goodies. I may need to add a little bit more water in there here in a minute, just to get it to all come together. Swoosh it around. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a little bit more water and see how we are. I'm gonna stir it up a little bit. And then you can kind of see some of those red and black in there. I don't know if you see how shiny it is. I think that's as far as I'm gonna go. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my cap back on. Okay, and then this side had a little bit more black on it than I wanted, so I'm going to use this as the front. I guess we can shake it up and you can see all the colors. Now you can see a little bit more of the black glitter too. Okay, let's put our label on there. This is just a label. It was a free printable from Pinterest, and it just says Poison Apple. So I'm going to Mod Podge that on here real quick. Where's what?
Your bottle.
My what?
Your bottle. Where's it from?
The bottle was from our refrigerator, and it had like I had, what drink was in there?
Amaretto.
Yes, it had amaretto sour mix in it. So that's what bottle this is. So I thought it was cool, and I thought it would be pretty for this project. So I stole it. And it had been in there forever, so nobody was gonna miss it. We put Mod Podge on the back of this. Just a thin layer. Then kind of eyeball where we want it. And then just smooth it out. Let me make sure I got it centered. Okay. So that's how I have it so far. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is, I forgot to get a bottle of water for my paintbrushes. It's okay. The next thing I want to do, I think I'm going to add some more contrast on this, just to spice it up a little bit, but I'm not really for sure. So I have just these little silver dots. I'm just going to kind of add those down the side of it here, just so that we can, it will give it an aged effect once we start painting a little bit more on it. And then I'm going to put some on this side. So just like that so far. See how that is so far. And I might go ahead and put a few little pebbles around here, just so that it'll give it some texture and make it look pretty. I don't want to cover up too much because I still want you to be able to see all the goodies in there. So let me get my pebbles. And these are from, I got these at Michael's. It's by Finnabar. And they're just little, it says art stones. I didn't want to grunge it up too much, but I didn't want it to be too pretty either. If that makes any sense, or a little bit of sense. So I'm just going to kind of stick them where that hot glue still is. I've been using these a lot lately. I'm going to be sad when I run out. But there's other things you can use. You can use some rocks from Dollar Tree. You can use beans, rice, anything just to give it some texture. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that for right now. Get these out of the way. Okay. Scoot all those over. All right, so we're going to let that cool off, and we're going to work on our little rotten apples. So the next thing I have is some rust paste from Finnabar also, and this came from Michael's. So this is what the bottle says. It's this one, and then this one. And I didn't want to use my homemade one because this one has a little bit more of a shinier finish than the homemade rust paste that I made. So I'm just going to use a little bit. I'm going to start with the dark brown first. We'll do the big one first. Like I'm doing both at the same time. And I'm just going to dab it on with my brush, if it's not hard. And some of it is hard. Oh, this one's not. So we'll start with the rust color first then. And then I'll grab some burnt umber and we'll mix it in with that. It's okay. We can always make do. I haven't used these for a long time and I just happened to see them. So we're just going to add that all around our stones. Anywhere where I put some of that glue at. Like I said, I'm just trying to make it look icky. Just like that. So you can still see a little bit of the red apple. Let's do this one. And then I'm going to grab the burnt umber real quick. Here we go. And we'll add some of that on there. So you can still see some of the rust. Thank you guys for all the hearts. Some of the rust and now some of the brown paint. I like mixing them while they're still wet. Sometimes I'll dry in between, but it's honestly whatever your preference is. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do a little bit more rust, I think. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit of this mustardy color. So this is what it looks like so far. See, it just looks kind of old and grummy. That's kind of what I was going for. And then if you feel like you need to go back over it, you can. So on this one, I think I added just way too much of that mustard. Thank you guys for all the hearts. I appreciate all of it. I see them all going by really fast. Add a little bit more rust, and then I think I'm going to leave it. Do a little bit on this one. It may just need a little bit more burnt umber, but I don't want to waste too much time on it. Okay, so I'm leaving it like that. Just making it look a little bit old. I'm going to set those over there. And then there's that one. So we'll set those out of the way, let those dry, and then we're going to bring our bottle back. So we're sort of going to do the same thing that we did with the apples. But I might add a little bit more red and black to it. I have some shiny paint that maybe we should do that first. Let's add some of that red and black. So I have like, it's metallic. It's also Finnabar. Just like these rust paints. It's this one. And it's called, it doesn't say, Royal Red. So I'm going to add a little bit of that to give it some color. And I'm just going to use another stippling brush. It's okay if some of your little pebbles fall off. It's fine. Not a big deal. That is really a pretty color. I may have to glue this down real quick so that stays in place. Okay, so I just kind of went around. It's very metallic, really pretty. So that's how I have it so far. So I'm going to stop with that one, and then I'm going to grab my just black acrylic paint. I had it somewhere. There it is. And it's spewed all over me, of course. I need another brush. This one, I can use this one. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my brush and then just do the same effect. Just kind of go back over it. You guys see that? No rhyme or reason. Just giving it more color. Still wanting you to be able to see the fluid inside. We can even come up off the bottom and blend it in more in the back. Just a little bit more of that. Now, before I add the rest to this, I will dry it because I don't want that rest to muddy with these other colors, if that makes sense. So that's just how I added the black on there. You guys see that okay? Okay. Now we're gonna blow dry it just a little bit. Go in with the burnt umber. And I'm mostly just focusing on the stones. My little pebbles are popping. They're popping everywhere. I might do a little bit on the tag. Maybe a little bit down here. Just like that. I added the brown on there, and then I kind of went around the tag with it. Then I'll go back in with my rust, the rusty color. How am I on time?
Mm-hmm.
How's it going?
You're at 25.
Okay. I did not sleep very well last night and was thinking, how am I ever going to add all these details in an hour? But we're going to do it I have confidence. And then just a little bit down here. So that's where the rusty color came in at. And you can see some down there at the bottom. I hope you guys can see that good. And then just a hint of this mustard. The mustard color. Just playing around with it until I get it the way I like it. Let's see. Let me do it right here. I didn't want those silver brads that we put on there to show. Make sure we got all those covered up good. Okay, so let me show you where we're at. We're right there. So got the brads covered. Bye, Jen. Thank you for watching. Okay. Now, let's move this out of the way, and we're going to dry it. Just dry it a little bit. Then we can start adding some goodies. Okay. Can you hand me that brush right there? Thank you. I have some, there's either opal wax, but it says it's a turquoise, so I don't really want to use that. So I'm going to go with this, I'll show you the thing, just a second if I can get it off. Can you get this off for me? Come off. If it doesn't want to, then that's fine. I have other stuff down here I can use. Oh, wait, here. Come off. Okay, so this one is also from Michaels, and that's what it's called. The bottle, it was a, Megan, what did we say it was?
Amaretto.
Amaretto sour. It's an amaretto sour bottle. So I'm just going to add just a few little highlights with this. Not much. I don't want to overpower it. So I just added a little bit right there. Can you see how it just kind of gave it a different, just a little bit of a different color. Some up on the neck. Okay. So just add it a little bit. And if you don't have anything like that, you can always use that Rub and Buff stuff. Okay, I'm gonna put the lid back on this. So I think I'm done with that part. Let's start decorating it. That's the fun part. Let me face it towards you guys. And I have a few little things to add to it. Wasn't really for sure how I wanted to put them on before I put the apple up there. I'm gonna turn it my way for just a second. So I'm gonna cut this off.
You have 30 minutes.
Okay. I got it. We're gonna use a little cheesecloth on it. Draping it over it, and I can trim up whatever I need to. I cut a smaller piece, but I guess I didn't. I don't know if I like it being that dark. Can you send me this lace? Just using sporadic fabrics. I use some cheesecloth. This is just some tea stained lace, just to lay up there. I think that black is going to be too much by the time I put the poison apple up there. And I want it kind of loose. Maybe just one of those. And then I got some leather cord from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to use that to tie it around. Let me get it tied on there and I'll show you the front. I don't want it too tight up there. Just gonna wrap it around there a couple of times. And then I'm adding this little heart for Snow White. Show it to you. Let me get this on there. That's what we have so far. You guys see it okay? Okay, then we're going to add, I don't know if I want the big one or the little one. I think the big one. Put the big one up there with my hot glue. And I'm going to use a little bit of that opaque stuff and just kind of add it around in a few little areas. You guys see that? Okay. Now we're going to add some grunge. So I have this moss stuff that I got from Michael's. It was 50% off. It was in the Halloween section. And I'm just going to add a little bit around the apple. Maybe some of it coming out of the neck of the bottle. Just to make it look a little bit like fungus and rot. Let's see if you guys can see it. Can you hand me those green branch things? Okay, so we have a little bit up there around the apple. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Such a good cheerleader. Let's see. Maybe we'll put a little bit up here on the stem, just to give it a little character. Do a little bit off the back of the apple. Maybe not too much. We don't want to go overboard with it, but we want it to look old and nasty. Let's see. Make those. I am going to add a few of these mushrooms. They came from Amazon and they were red and white, but I had Megan, my oldest daughter, paint them for me so that we can add a few in here just to give it to some character, I guess. I'll turn it so you guys can see it too. So that's how our stem is so far. You love this spectacular, Darlene? Well, good. I'm glad. So glad. Okay. So I have a few of these left. I've been using this a lot. They came from Michael's also. Michael's usually has a really good floral section when it comes to spooky stuff. And they were $9.99, but they're half off. So I'm going to use a few of those down here by the neck just to give it some character. And it's a little hot. I'll hold it there for a second. And then I'm going to put one on this other side. Not a very big one.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
20 minutes, all right. We got this. We got this. We're doing good. Okay, so that's where I want now. Let me check my goodies. I have a black spider. These also came from Michael's a long time ago. They were in the scrapbooking section. They're Jolie's Boutique brand. I think I'm just going to add one up here somewhere. Yeah, maybe right there. You know what? I probably shouldn't have put it up there because I'm going to put it on the bottle. Forgot I had a crow I wanted to add up there. like it's perched up there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Right there? Down a little lower. Ooh, sorry. Or not filling the crow. Or maybe it should be down in the... Maybe that's a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
What does everybody think? Yeah, I like it down there. Okay, I'm gonna put it right there. Okay, then I also have some of these Mossy Twigs balls. They're $11.99 from Hobby Lobby, but I did get them half off. So I'm going to add a few of those around the neck also. Let's see. Let me get those added and then I'll show you guys. That's too low. Cover up those stems. And then I'll stick one here. I'll show you in just a second. Get that one in there. I know I had some moss somewhere. This is where we're at so far. What do you guys think? Wow, Sherry said wow. That's just awesome. Well, thank you so much. Yep, I'm a little extra for sure. That is for sure. Okay, so I'm digging these mushrooms, so I think I'm gonna add a few on the neck. So right now, I'm honestly just going to keep adding until my little heart's content, since we got the bottle done. And that's my favorite part, is going overboard. That's why I always run over an hour. I'll start getting the hang of it.
And what about that little girl?
Huh?
The little girl.
Oh, dang, yeah. Okay, so I made this Snow White in a little, potion bottle. The potion bottle came from Hobby Lobby. The little girl is a Tim Holtz, and then I just added some of that creepy moss. And I do want to add her on there. I just don't know where. Where she should be added. I'll tie it in a knot so I don't lose it. Any suggestions? You too? Good, good. I'm glad I'm not alone. Okay, so we could dangle her from down here. I'll show you, turn around, show you guys. So we could dangle there. We could just go lower. But I don't want to cover up the front of it. We have the crow on the other side. Any thoughts, anybody? I don't know, I'm kind of thinking right there. No, I don't like it up by the apple. Or maybe just leave it off. Can you
Kim says dangle from the top.
dangle from the top? Up here?
I'm assuming the stem.
I like the big bottle. The more you can add, I'd be control. Hang lower on the side of the bottle. I don't know if it would look good. Oh gosh, and break it. I mean, I could add it up here and then add that little bow type thing.
Kim said yes.
Well, let's just see. Now, since the apple's foam, I'm going to use a U-pin and put her up there. And this is where I'll probably burn myself. Put that one more to the other side because I'm going to put that little bow right up there, I think. Okay, so that's where she's at right now. Let me get those out of the way.
Kim said perfect.
And then, where's that little bow dabber thing at? So I can see where this little bow is going to go. Where? Oh. Okay, so let's see what we have. I have a little bit of lace. Oh, I forgot to put, gosh dang it. I always forget something. I'm just cutting off some wire so that I don't lose my little bow. I'm going to do the cheesecloth first, I think. Have moss all in it. How am I doing on time?
13 minutes.
Ooh. Ooh, I'm cutting it close. Alright, we got some cheesecloth. Mm-mm. I don't have time for that. And then I just have a little bit of scrap material that it's a Halloween material. Actually, I used it on the voodoo doll that I made. And it had the red and the blacks in it. So I'm just going to use a little bit of that to add some color.
I was talking about.
Off, and then I'm just going to use a little bit of this creepy cloth. I already have a piece cut. Nothing spectacular, just a little bit of a bow.
Brenda asked if the voodoo doll was alive.
I think so. Teresa said she received her, so I was excited about that. At least it made it to her. I had good insurance on her just in case. Okay.
I think she meant like a live video.
Oh, no, I have not done a live video on that. Unless you all want to watch me paint for 3 hours. Yeah, it takes a little bit on those. And I didn't think anybody would be interested in that. Okay, so just a little bit of a bow. Not much, but just a little bit to stick over here by her. It's still maybe too big. Maybe I should move her over a little bit.
Brenda said, "Oh, please do. It's so cool."
How's that? Something like that. Is that okay? You like that? Oh, it's so cool, Brenda. You would like that? You would probably be the only one watching. What about the bow? Yes? No? I don't know if it's too overpowering. If not, then I feel like we need to add something up there by her. I guess we could do another charm. I had, let's see.
They said yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was too big.
Show them again, maybe.
Huh?
Show them again, maybe.
No. Well, too late. I got glue.
Oh.
Adding it up there. How much time do I have?
10 minutes.
Oh, yay. Okay. I still have more time. So there's where the bow is. Let's add some fun stuff into the bow. So we can use some more of this moss. We can use some of these dried flowers. They were $7.99 from Hobby Lobby. Twigs. I have these dried flowers that came from Hobby Lobby, and they were $9.99. They were all half off. And then like this hair stuff, I'm going to be really sad when this is gone. I got this at Dollar Tree last year, but I really love it. I mean, it's, I don't know, just something about it. I love it. Okay, so let's fill out her bow a little bit. Just a little bit. I cut this off. It's a little long. Let's get this out of the way so you guys can see. Ooh. Can you put another glue stick in there? Please. Hot, hot. This is the part I love to do. Adding all the goodies. All the good stuff. Of those back here. I get a couple of my pods. These little pods came from Michael's also, and they are on clearance. I seen them the other day when I went back and grabbed some more stuff, and I was so glad because I love them. See, I mean, it's just so pretty right there. How to add so much detail with just one little thing. Okay, let's add a little bit more of this moss in there.
We got about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Yay. Well, I'm going to say that I've had a lot of fun. Shanna, thank you so much for thinking of me and doing this. I have enjoyed it. I was a little nervous, but actually it's been great. I haven't been able to see your all's comments, and I'm sorry. I will go back and read though, just to see if anybody has any questions about what I did or what I used. And if you like what I do, come over. Come over and see me. We'll hang out and have fun and make pretty things. Am I still good?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have 5 minutes.
I'm just going to shove a little bit more up in there, and then I'll turn her and show you. Her, like it's a her bottle. Let's see. Yeah, who is it?
Loretta.
Oh, yes. And I think we posted it on our page, but Loretta's up next, so you guys go check her out. Okay, let's see. I feel like she's good. No, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna stop messing. There it is. There's my poison apple bottle. You need my pumpkin man candy corn? Oh. Well, maybe I'll auction that off. And you'll get him. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you. So there's the back. Our crow. I got some little stuff up there I'll get off. But this was so much fun. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Adley. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Well, you guys have been amazing. I've loved it. It has been so much fun. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Sandy. Well, good. I'm glad it all turned out and it worked out great and I got her done. Thank you to my 2 older daughters because they helped. Thank you, Shanna. Thank you so much. Thank you, Stephanie. How much time do I have?
3 minutes.
Oh, I have 3 minutes. There's 3 minutes left. You didn't tell me that. I just was saying bye. I'll just continue to add goodies, and when my time's up, then I'll hand it over to Loretta and let her see what she's gonna come up with and all her fun stuff. It was a very exciting time today, I will tell you. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed it very much. Oh, Darlene, thank you. That's nice of you. I love sharing. I love inspiring, teaching, whatever it is. I love to do it. It brings me much joy. Okay, I'll leave her alone. I'll leave it alone. You guys, I'm going to go. So you guys have a good rest of your afternoon. And I can't wait to see you guys again.
Go watch Loretta.
And don't forget to go watch Loretta. Thank you. Bye.